For years, women have been given a pass, looked the other way, given the benefit of the doubt when it comes to failed marriages and relationships.
That's right.
But over the last 7+ years, you can call those the Kevin Samuels years, there has been more of a renaissance of manhood. You now have more men standing up, speaking out, men holding women accountable for their part in relationships, their success or their failure.
You're goddamn right.
And I have a couple of things I want to show y'all that really makes me ask that tried and true DMX question.
What they really want from her.
Let's talk about it. First up, there's a video I want to show you from B. Simone's podcast. This very much, let's say, I felt a segment of this in my failed marriage. I understand the other side of this. So let's watch it and we'll comment as we go.
Okay. So you moved to Cali, and
Yeah.
that was a whole different
It
experience.
was a different experience. Shortly after, got married and then quickly got divorced.
You got married?
Yeah.
You were married?
I was married. I was a married woman.
She said she got married and quickly got divorced. Let's find out why.
What?
How
Yeah.
long were y'all married?
Not long, probably 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So for me,
In 2 years, she recognized that she no longer wanted to be married.
That was fast.
Maybe it's me, but I feel that you probably didn't want to be married in the first place. That probably was not the route for you.
yeah,
That was it. That's it.
But let's proceed.
it was a situation that, he's such a great guy, amazing guy. Like,
Okay, so we have it established. He's a great guy, an amazing guy. Let's see what this monster did for her to leave him in 2 years.
but we just didn't want the same things in life.
Okay.
He was okay with just love and, going to church and having a family, going to work and raising kids. And
You
I was
feel like you
I
wanted
want
way
more.
more.
He wanted to go to work, go to church, and raise a family and be loved. That fucking monster. Sir, how dare you? How dare you think that the God that you served, that love and a family would be enough to satiate today's woman?
You're a monster.
More. Yeah,
want
I get that.
more. And I shouldn't feel bad for wanting more.
Did you feel like you knew y'all weren't on the same page before you walked down the aisle? So why'd you do it?
Good question.
For the first time in this conversation, B. Simone had a real question. If you felt that you were not on the same page, then why did you walk down that aisle? I don't mind sharing my personal experiences in life. I know somebody who did this. This is so for real. I know somebody who got married because they were looking for this other individual to break in and stop it like a fucking rom-com.
You serious?
That is dead to right. I am so sincere. They literally got married. Okay? She literally got married because she was wanting, hoping, and praying that this other guy would bust in before she said I do and stop the whole thing.
That's really dumb.
That woman shed buckets of tears after she was married because it never happened.
What was the
That's
reason?
a lot of pressure.
Okay.
When a man proposes to a woman, that's a lot. And in front of people,
So on one hand, y'all want this big display of love and show us you love us and blah, blah, blah. But then there's a lot of pressure. When a man proposes, it's pressure, especially when he does it in front of people. What? DMX?
What they really want from a
I didn't want to let my community down. They thought this was beautiful.
look, like he's like, I gotta say yes.
What? You could have
But-
said yes in front of everybody and then said no at the house.
Yeah, that's a good point.
B. Simone is actually calling this woman to the carpet, trying to hold her accountable, because that's exactly what she could have done. If she didn't want to embarrass that man in front of the crowd, family, friends, or whomever the public was that he proposed to her in front of, she could have simply said yes right there, got home and said, babe, we not ready.
Exactly.
Again, there's not a big thing because I did that.
Yeah.
Here is what I mean. Follow me. Before my ex-wife and I got married, a few weeks before we took the vows, I looked that woman in her face in our bed and said, you are not ready to be married. And meant it with all sincerity. She had showed signs leading up. You're not ready. She convinced me that she was, even though in my heart, in my mind, I believed that she was not. But I went through with it anyway. So I do understand where she comes from to an extent. But when that happens, I take a certain amount of responsibility for the failure of that marriage, knowingly marrying somebody who I felt and showed they weren't ready. So I got to take a good, healthy heaping of the failure of that marriage.
I mean, I called it off like a day or two before the wedding. And then we're on the phone with the pastor now. And it's like this whole thing.
It's odd.
Okay, if you called it off, then why are you on the phone with the pastor?
That doesn't make any sense.
See, if you called it off, you jump back into that water. You pulled a me.
Yep.
So this failure, a large portion of it would be on you too, sister.
So you knew.
I knew.
It was just people around you that
I
was
knew.
making you feel like
Yeah.
this is something you had to go through with.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Here's why I say that. Because it never works the other way. Here's what I mean by that. I won't say never. You often don't hear about it working the other way. I stayed married because of. I stayed with that man because of. No, what you hear nowadays is I had to live my truth and they tear their ass. Even though a lot of people can be telling them, girl, stay with your husband. So don't buy this bullshit of, oh, I felt pressure. What are you, a teenage kid? You're a fucking adult. Do what you feel is right for you and that man.
And you know,
Dang.
as girlfriends, I feel like after that situation, I'm going to tell you what you don't want to hear because
So now it's her girlfriend's fault.
someone should have told me.
Oh,
And I'm not going to put that responsibility on them. But
She just said somebody should have told her, but she ain't gonna put that responsibility. So which one is it? Somebody should have told you, or you're not gonna put that responsibility. Are you not a fucking adult? Can you not make up your own mind and say, hey, you know what? I'm not ready to be married.
if someone would have been like, hey, girl,
this ain't.
you're not even happy right now.
Wow. Did any of your friends ever do that?
No.
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 Why should they? They don't know what the fuck going on behind closed doors. They can't tell they can't read your mind. Women do this so freaking often. Why do y'all want people around y'all to be mind readers? If you ain't happy and you told your homegirls you weren't happy, then they would say, okay, well, don't get married. But women, I love y'all. I love y'all. I've raised 3 of y'all. Women, I love you, but y'all are the queens of contradiction. That's probably why y'all don't get along with each other, because what y'all say and what y'all do regularly contradict. Even in a horrible relationship, I have seen women bitch about the man beating their ass, cheating on them, blah, 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 whatever it is, and how they gonna leave. And you look up 5, 6, 8, 10 years down the line, they still there. But they show for the leave. They show sick of it. So what could your homegirls have told you that you would have actually listened to if you didn't want to go through with the wedding?
Aha!
But did they know? You feel like they knew?
I feel like they
Okay.
knew.
I feel like they knew.
Get the fuck out of here.
But
Okay.
it's a hard line though, where it's like, if she's happy or she seems happy, like I can't tell her
Try
not.
not to overstep a boundary.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
Yeah, if you seem happy, DMX, hit me one more time.
What they really want from her.
it's hard, but I'm now that friend that's like, honey,
No, what are you doing?
what are you doing?
Was your husband at the time, did he know? Did he feel like, or was he like truly like, this is fine for me?
Yeah.
He was happy.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? He was happy. This man was content. And that's something that you're gonna understand later on in this, not necessarily this video, but in this particular episode of Free Mind Thinkers. You're gonna see that men, we sacrifice a lot to maintain a happy household, to make sure that woman is happy. And there is not a coincidence. Listening to this story, do y'all understand now why I do believe it is, let me get the stats right, please. Women initiate a significant majority of divorces in the United States, with estimates consistently placing the percentage around 70% of heterosexual marriages.
That's a lot.
Do you understand why now?
Man.
And that makes it harder,
Yeah,
because you're like, you have someone that loves you. But at the end of the day, love is not enough.
it's not enough.
Wow.
Remember that statement, because y'all are going to understand that that's about to be a theme. Just mark her words. Love is not enough. That's about to be a theme. Even though, what have all of us men heard coming up here from y'all? You got to love us right. We want love. We want more love. We want love, 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 love. All these songs y'all listen to, love me in a special way. All this shit. Love, love, love. And then suddenly, when y'all want out, love ain't enough.
That's a sad commentary in and of itself.
Okay.
It's not enough, because love is a choice. Are you going to wake up and do the work? And
Every day.
yeah. And
Oh, no.
No, no, no. Because there are people in this world that I love but can't stand. There are people in this world that I love, but I keep away from me. Because I heard what you said, oh, love was a choice. But aren't women also the same people who say you love who you love? You can't help who you fall in love with. So which one is it? Damn it, DMX.
What they really want from her.
and like build. And I say that a lot of like, I had a husband, but I didn't have a partner.
Okay. Explain that to me.
Yeah, I want you to explain this as well, because we've been to get into some good shit here.
For me, a partner is someone that's going to,
Y'all see the delay? Because she's trying to find a way to say that he wasn't a partner, because she needs to find a way. Let me find something he didn't do that I think a partner should do. Because you better believe, if a man is wrong, or if he's abusing you, if he's mistreating you, if he's wrong in some way, y'all women have that on the tip of their tongue and the front of their mind. They come up with it like that.
yes, sir, have a vision for what your life is and work toward that vision. And for us, our vision was just have kids, have a family.
The white
But
picket
it's-
fence, the like
yeah,
stereotypical, like get married, have kids, build a home,
Right.
make money, have a family.
yeah,
That's
rinse and repeat.
it.
Is something wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Make money, build a family, have a home, white picket fence. No, it doesn't sound like y'all didn't have a plan. It sounds like you didn't like the plan. Two different things.
That's it.
Rinse and repeat.
Yes.
And you didn't want that.
I didn't want
Yeah.
that.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the downfall of women.
There it is.
I don't want to hear why. Why don't men approach us? Why aren't men serious? Why have men stopped dating? Why have, to the more extreme side, why have men become so toxic towards females? Y'all heard that? B. Simone said, good for you after listening to a woman who gave not a single solitary good valid reason of walking out of a marriage. And B. Simone said, good for you.
Ain't this a bitch?
And fellas, see that, understand that, putting myself out there, that happened in my marriage. That was a married woman helping my ex-wife do unmarital things. Let's just leave it there.
Good for you. How was the divorce process? Were you just you verbalized that I can't do this? And I know that was hard. If he was
hard.
fine.
Yeah, it was hard for him to receive it.
Man.
And
No shit, Sherlock.
so now I feel bad for continuously saying it.
Yeah, it's hard for us men who are doing our best, busting our ass, putting our family and our household first to suddenly hear we ain't shit, we're not wanted.
What more do you want from me?
When we've done nothing wrong. It's a very, very hard thing. But of course, we're men, we're expected to suck that shit up. Let it happen to a woman, the world has to stop spinning, and you got to bring out the pitchforks and lynch mobs for that man.
And he had moved to California.
Okay.
You know, I had got this job. I moved there for this role. And for him, he's like, I'm not going there unless I'm married. And I was like, okay, but I'm still going to take the job.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what do you want me to do? So now it's like, now we're planning a wedding because that was his stipulation.
Man.
Homegirl, again, another out. He said he wasn't going to move to California without y'all being married. You could have said right then, I don't want to be married, and tow your ass. There would have been no marriage needed. You had the out right then. You said, well, I'm going to take this job. And he said, so you want to get married? And you would have said, no.
And that's it.
Everything's fine. But every step of the way, you seem to be the person. Let me take that back. Not seem to be. You are the person that kept leading this man on.
Period.
But how did my boy Deadshot say it?
Damn. That is just a mean lady. And I'm the bad guy.
And so
that was so brave of you, though. That's brave.
It was brave of her. It was brave of her. Now then, I want all y'all to sit back in your seats, pull over to the side of the road and stop driving. I need y'all to sit back because this next part is how they said this next part is going to set it off.
Oh, what fresh hell is this?
To walk away from that, that's brave.
I
That's
literally
super
called
courageous.
my stepmom and I was like, I made a mistake. She was like, it's okay.
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Other women, and her stepmom means that she married her father. So another married woman is telling you it's okay.
Man, this is some bullshit.
Do y'all start to understand now, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies, do you understand now why men view relationships with such pessimism and overcautious forethought?
Indeed.
Fellas, do you understand now? And I'm talking about to the fellas that's always the male feminist is always caping up for a female. You may not like it, and it may be a bad thing to say, but Chris Brown had that song where he told that truth. You know that song where he said, "These hoes ain't loyal." See, I didn't want to go as deep as Dr. Dre and say, "Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks," because that's unfair. But you do understand that women playing the victim role and all this women need and women. Nah, man. Nah, it ain't what you think it is.
It's okay. And I was like,
Did y'all have kids?
no kids.
No, baby. Do you want kids one day?
I don't know. So I'm with a woman. I am engaged to a woman.
Okay.
Mic drop. She didn't want that man, but she's engaged to a woman. You see how that face lit up? It's one of those things that I believed, and by a pseudo confession in our many talks of my ex-wife, where she wasn't really sure about what she wanted. And it culminated in our divorce. So that's that. That's what I'm talking about.
This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Right here, this shit, nigga. This shit here, nigga.
So I don't want to hear that nonsense about women being this, and it's true, because men, especially men of my age bracket, the Gen X men, were raised to put women on a bit of a pedestal, to see them as these delicate flowers. And we never saw how the situation shifted and changed going into the 90s, coming out of the 90s. We never saw how that shifted and changed. We knew, yeah, women do their dirt, men do their dirt, but when you look back at people like my great grandfather and my grandmother, those women stuck in there, period. And I understand that there was a lot of times when they shouldn't have, where the men of that era and that ilk were not the best men. And I'm not going to give them a pass for any of their philandering behavior. But I will say this about those men of that era: they took care of home first. But all that to say, now that you've seen that video, it makes you ask that question that DMX asked.
What they really want from her.
Now, the next video, it just truly sends it over the top. I want y'all to check this out. If you would like to hear the rest of that conversation, then follow us over on our Rumble channel. You can find us there under Free Mind Thinkers. And of course, as always, stand up, stand out, think differently.